Hi, Adrian. Okay, so I have your watch here. This is your first Seiko, and it's also your first mechanical watch. You've never had a mechanical watch before. You've never had a Seiko before. That's interesting. So, it's an entirely original watch. It is unrestored. Normally, I do these videos, and I have the watch on my time grapher over there, but your watch is not running at all. It runs a little bit. If I coax it, see, I'm putting a little bit of power into the mainspring by doing this. See, it starts to run. The second I pull that off, it stops. So I'm not going to try to mess with it. It's really gluey, and the mainspring feels really gluey, but the movement doesn't look terrible. It looks hazy, but it's not bad. There are a few things to think about. Owning an automatic mechanical, it's not like a quartz watch where you can pretty much just strap it on in the morning and run out the door. These things take care and feeding and maintenance and love. And an original watch like this, which has not been restored, hasn't been serviced, it needs love, it needs maintenance until before it will run. Certain things are going to need to happen. You have different elements of this watch. You have the movement, that's one service. You have the case, which includes the seals, like your seal right here. That's another element, including the seal that's in here, the crystal seal, the rotating ring seal. Those are the things. Then you have the crystal itself. Basically, I always break it down into three. So the movement. The movement's hazy. The worst thing is that the pivot for the lower mainspring arbor port is terribly worn. I have to say this with pretty much every single one of these watches. This screw sits on top of the axle that the mainspring barrel rotates on. This round thing keeps going underneath here, and it turns. There's a spring in it. As this winds, it winds this gear, which turns the spring inside this barrel. This axle on the bottom side is just sitting in a hole in a brass plate, and it wears. If you look at this screw, see all that crazy movement in there? Yeah, that's not supposed to be happening. So that's going to need repair. So you need the movement needs repair. It needs servicing. The case needs rebuild. The seals are old, and it's going to need a little bit of cosmetic love. The watch is original. It's original dial, original hands. Some water has gotten in. I can see under magnification these like crystals on the dial. You can't really see them here, but there's like under magnification, there's like these clear translucent salt crystals. That's because the loom here, Seiko loom is salt based, and when water gets in, it pulls the salt out of the matrix. So this is going to have to be cleaned up. I can definitely do it. The dial's overall not bad. You're missing a loom pip window. I'm going to have to see if I've got one of those. But I could, in theory, replace this. Interesting that it's running. Hang on. Yeah, it's not giving any kind of a usable signal. Interesting though. I wonder if the balance is bad. No, it's okay. It's only running in one position. It's running dial up. So it needs service. It needs the lower mainspring arbor port needs to be replaced. The dial and the hands are going to need to be cleaned. There's some black corrosion pitting on the hand surfaces. There isn't pretty much anything I can do about that. I might be able to improve it slightly. I'm not 100% sure that this loom on the hands is original. I'm going to have to look at it very closely. The dial is definitely original. Case isn't bad. I mean, case has been, definitely it's been touched up. It's definitely been touched up. Not by a master. It's not terrible. I've seen worse. Your crown screws done all the way. That's a great win. Your mainspring, it's not your mainspring. Your cannon pinion and your center wheel feel slightly loose. Date wheel. Date wheel. Fine. It's just going to need work and love. It's a matter whether or not you want to go through with it. Crystal's been polished. It's a rework. Not terrible though. Good God, I've seen some jewels in my time. This is a pretty decent watch, all told, to start with. Just a matter whether or not you want to make the investment. All the things that matter are there. Okay, you tell me.